Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Lisa Salvatore of lisasalvatore.com. For those of you that have been here before, thank you for coming back. And for those of you who have not been here before, thank you for stopping by. I put out monthly readings for the general collective for each sign of the zodiac. Please be sure to listen to your sun, moon, and or rising sign if you do know those other placements, because sometimes people tend to resonate with their other planetary placements more so, if not equally as much as their sun sign, depending on what's also going on with the current astrology of the universe. If you'd like to know more about why I say to listen to the rising and the moon, I actually recorded a video talking briefly about why I suggest you listen to those other placements. So if you would like to see more about that, just click below. I believe it's the last video that I posted. So these readings are going to be for the general collective for the month of April 2020. Please keep in mind that these are for a large audience, so take what resonates with you and throw away what doesn't. A lot of this will be predictive, so when you listen to it is when you're meant to listen to it. I realize all of us are going through some similar emotions and situations right now, so I really took my time, as I always do, but more so this month, to make sure I was 100% in the right headspace and centered and completely meditated. And I've prayed over these cards. I've already chosen the cards. I have not looked at them yet, so I will be looking at them with you as we go on into each reading. I wish everybody good health and happiness for better days to come. And please be sure to subscribe by tapping the bell icon to be notified of new videos and readings and all of that good stuff as it comes out. And let's get started. Hey Virgo, here is your reading for April 2020. This is going to be for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and or Virgo Rising. If you would like to know why, I suggest that you watch all three placements. There's another video below this one that will tell you why I suggest you do so if you're interested. Please be sure to tap the bell icon below if you'd like to subscribe and get more notifications of videos as they come out, and readings and discounts and things like that. So let's get started. Please keep in mind these are for the general collective. So like I always say, take what resonates with you and throw away what does not. All right, Virgo. What have we got for you for April? Okay, so I do feel like in the recent past there's been a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of anxiety and a lot of decision making that you've had to come to terms with, and you're feeling extremely conflicted about this, Virgo. There's definitely a sense of like not cooperating or feeling a lack of cooperation in your life with a relationship or some relationships. It doesn't have to be just one, but it feels like you have this overarching theme of conflict right now. It could be just mental conflict because it does feel like you are in a state of anxiety, or at least you were in the recent past. And as we move towards the end of the month, it will likely shift and into more of like a decision-making mode. But it does feel as though you're very conflicted right now, Virgo. Something's keeping you up, keeping you troubled, keeping you stuck in a state of anxiety. I also feel like things from your past, from your really, I want to say distant past, like we could even be going back like to the childhood years or teenage years, but there's a lot of stuff from that time period in your life that's kind of been coming back up for you the past 6 months or so, and it's really surfacing at this time to be released and cleared and healed. So, again, you could be feeling like this inner conflict, and for some of you, if this is resonating for you, please know that in order to get beyond that conflict, you have to go back to that time in your life and look at what it is that's hindered your growth, because there's something there for you. I don't know why I'm feeling like for some of you there was a recent ambulance trip or something like that you were involved in. Either you were the driver of the ambulance. I know this sounds random, but this is what I'm getting. You were either the driver of the ambulance, or you were in the ambulance as the patient or with someone who had to go to the hospital. But there's something about an ambulance. This could also be related to what I'm picking up on from the past, okay? So this could go either way, and you'll know if this is for you. But there's something here about like a post-traumatic stress, I feel, PTSD, a little bit of like just an overall like trying not to revisit it because it's painful, but that's actually what needs to be revisited. So I'm getting that for some of you. Again, you know, that's not future. So that's something that's already happened, but there is conflict because of it, okay? And that might be what's coming up now. That's you know, keeping you anxious, but you are in your mind a lot, Virgo. Definitely in your mind a lot. I also feel like for some of you, there's this sense of like, okay, when I do these readings, it could either be that you're the person this is referring to, or you're dealing with a person that this is referring to. And again, you'll know, okay? And with my readings, by the way, I always say I don't judge. There's no judgment, okay? So this is what it is. This is what's coming through. I feel like there's a need to say, to like slice through the crap, okay? Slice through the nonsense and stop. I almost want to say like stop with the games, or this could be for someone else in your life. Like you want to say that, but there's something about game playing or like tipping the scales in one's favor and being devious. Like I get this feeling of just like something being hidden, like not being truthful, not being honest. So this could either be you or the one that's doing this, Virgo, or someone else is doing this to you. But the scales are going to tip. So if you've been the one that's been, you know, trying to maybe manipulate things to your advantage, it might work, but it will be found out. I'll say it that way. And then if you're the one that this has been being done to, again, it might work, but it will be found out. It will be brought to light. I also feel by the time of the full moon, which is like super quick, it's April 7th. Yeah, April 7th, we have the super moon. It's a super moon, okay? It's a full moon in Libra. Interesting. We have the Libra card here too, which is justice. So yeah, so that full moon in Libra, that it doesn't have to be on that exact day. I feel more like, you know, within 5 days after. So figure like you're looking at like the 7th to the 12th, Virgo. Sometime in that time frame, something's going to come to light, either to your advantage or to your disadvantage. So I'm just going to say that. So whatever's been hidden will come to light, or something about it will come to light, either to you or to someone else, that will serve to move things forward, okay? So again, something that's been giving you deep anxiety and conflict will either be clearing up, it will be clearing up in one way or the other for you this month. So the scales are, you know, are going to shift. All right, so let's confirm that with your animal card from the Druid Animal Oracle deck, which is super interesting because you have the Earth Dragon, which to me looks like a snake or a python. And here I am saying that something's being brought out into the light about something that's been, you know, done that might be devious. And I don't feel like you're feeling good about it because as I'm saying this, I can feel it in my heart. Okay, so let's see what the book says, because like I said, with my animal cards, I like to go to the book because I'm not an animal expert. And so sometimes my logic gets in the way when I'm doing these with certain cards. So I like to use the book. But I am feeling that there's communication that needs to happen too in regards to whatever's going on here to like lift pain from you, Virgo, from your heart. Okay, let's see what the Earth Dragon card says. Sorry, just this is not in alphabetical order, so it's kind of taking a minute. I did not look at the cards before I did this. So, okay, Earth Dragon, power, potential, riches. Earth Dragon brings us face to face with our potential. Within us, we have a treasure house of riches, of powers and capacities which we can learn how to use. In the past, we may have been denied access by the guardian of this treasure, but now we are coming to understand that this sometimes fierce guardian is in reality an aspect of ourselves. By coming to know and love the Earth Dragon, we will be able to unlock the secrets of our heart, and at the same time, we will find ourselves discovering the beauty and the power that lie within the hearts of those around us and in the very earth itself. So yeah, so this is basically just confirming that it is a time to face whatever it is that is giving you such conflict and anxiety, or if it's two different situations, to face them both head on, as hard as that may be for you, because that will lift the sadness that you're feeling and will help to move you forward and tip the scales in your favor, whichever way they need to go, Virgo. Unless your final card, which is the Spirit Messages Oracle deck by John Holland, you have Find Your Center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? And here you go. You have a card of anxiety right here, and it's telling you, I also want to say, Virgo, you're ruled by Mercury, by the planet Mercury. And Mercury is the mind and communication. And it also is our nervous system. So you're inclined to have a very overactive nervous system when you get into your head too much and when you get really, really stressed. And it also affects your digestive system. So some of you may be experiencing that, especially because we're talking about finding your center, right? So this is about going into your belly on all levels and finding and figuring out what is there and not running from it. And this is a time for you to do that, to do some reflection. But the truth will be revealed the way that it needs to be to help you to heal. That is what I'm getting. So I hope that that makes sense for you, Virgo. I feel like the month of April is going to be, a little bit of anxiety, but also a lot of enlightenment and healing if you decide to go through and go into it, okay? Take really good care of yourselves. I'll be back for you for the month of May with your May 2020 reading.